prostate exam ended, and then the guy took the glove off and said, "Your doctor will be right in." I don't fuck your day up, but all right, welcome into the program. Yeah. It's week 3 with 0 sports or 4. I don't even know what it's been anymore.
I think it's 4. I think we're on week 4 now.
Yeah,
fuck, it might be 3. I don't know anymore.
It's
I'm not even sure what day it is.
Streetwise, 100% people everywhere.
Yeah.
The funny, and obviously the state of Ohio put out the however many people can be in certain buildings at a time. Yep. Based on I stopped at the gas station I normally stop at, and it's on their door says, and it's like no more than 20 people inside at one time. It's like, well, this is a small ass gas station. Yeah. I mean, like 20. I've never seen 20 people in here, but it'd be fucking packed. Mm-hmm. I don't know that you can be 6 feet apart if there's 20 people in here.
Hell.
They put the nice plexiglass thing up now that's on there, except for it's got a little cutout, so I slide my drink under there. Mm-hmm. They grab it, ring it up,
and then give it back to you,
and then give it back to me, which I don't know. And then I have to step over to the credit card machine, which takes me outside of the plexiglass.
Nice.
It's like, well, this doesn't make sense. I mean,
you stay behind the plexiglass. I'm going to step over here. Yeah, it's odd. It's odd the way, because I waited in line at Lowe's Saturday for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I don't know what their number is, but there wasn't that many people in there. You know what I mean?
I think I'd heard like Walmart or somebody is like 50.
I fucking walked into Walmart Saturday too.
Yeah.
And no wait, and there was a shitload of people there. So I don't know
who's counting that.
That's is there a bouncer out there with a little clicker?
With a clicker?
Yeah. That's what I imagined when they said that they're limiting people in and out of the stores. Just big motherfucker standing at the front door.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, man, you can't come in.
Yeah, I was ready to flash my tits to get in sooner. To jump some people in line.
Need a flick a nipple for you?
Yeah.
Do I got to tip you? Do I have to have a bunch of women with me to get in the store?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the, when they first came out and they're like, no more than however many people in a store. It's like, you know how fucking big Walmarts are?
Yeah.
Like if there's only 50 people in a Walmart, you wouldn't see anybody.
No,
mean, they'd all be exactly what, in the aisle that you needed to be in and standing in your way, talking to each other and fingering each other's assholes.
Cool.
I mean,
it
depends on what time you show up at midnight on at Walmart. You finger popping each other's assholes.
I've been in that aisle. It's not fun.
Go ahead.
Fuck, what I was going to say. Oh, the distribution of carryout is now carrying out alcohol.
I seen that 2 drinks.
Yeah, which is awesome. Because I took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Just hear me out. I already did. I did it last night. I was drunk.
Oh, okay.
I was drunk last night because of it. So we went, Molly wanted Mexican food. So you're allowed to get 2 margaritas per person. So I did my order.
Oh.
She did her order. That's 4 margaritas.
Nice.
Little do they know, she's pregnant and cannot drink. So Daddy got all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great deal. I know it.
Is they frozens or you just do that?
Okay. No, frozens, yeah.
Man, you have to put those down pretty quick to keep them frozen.
I stuck a couple of them in the freezer as I took my time.
All right.
I sat out on the patio, had a margarita, ate some Mexican food.
That seems like a nice night.
It was a good night. And by 11:15, I was asleep.
That's perfect.
It was. I started drinking early enough in the day where I could fall asleep perfectly at a normal time.
That's the way it should be. I feel like that's how retirement should be.
I feel like it too.
Sit out, smoke a cigar, drink some, eat a little, go to bed, and wake up when I want to.
Exactly.
Just wake up.
And repeat.
Yeah. Mine's been opposite. I've been working my ass off.
I know that.
I fall asleep, not for drunkenness, though, just for I'm fucking tired, and it's time for bed.
Yeah.
And then the alarm goes off, and I don't want to get up.
I understand. I mean, I don't understand because I don't have an alarm anymore, but I have a dog who wakes me up at 6 every morning.
Nuts?
No, oddly enough, he puts his face directly on my face.
Oh, that's nice.
And not like he sticks his face in my face. No, he actually lays down and then will suffocate me with his face because he would want some food.
You can't shut your door?
I mean, they sleep in the room.
Oh, they shouldn't do that. That's a bad mistake, man. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. They don't bother me. They sleep on the floor.
Sounds like he is.
Well, yeah, when you feed him, I mean, shit. They have a routine. They're hungry at 6, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a dog.
You're going to change that routine.
That's when, well, it all started when we got him, and I was still on my work schedule, so I'd get up at 6 and then just feed him. So ever since then, it was just kind of a thing.
I'm not responsible enough to have an animal, so.
I didn't think I was. And then.
You're not.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm having a kid. Yeah. Then I'm reproducing, so that's scary as well.
Yeah, they're easier because they can, talk at some point in time.
Some point in time.
You just got to get them through those.
Yeah, those first couple of years.
Those tough years, And tell me what you want. God damn it.
Fuck. Come out talking.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm okay with keeping the baby in my wife a little longer if it comes out talking.
Yeah, that'd work out perfectly.
Let the gestation period go like 11 months. That way, maybe it comes out a little talking a little bit longer. Who knows? I'm not a doctor. It seems unhealthy to keep it in there.
I play one on the internet, though. Probably is quite unhealthy.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being fun either.
Well, that's not your problem.
Sometimes I forget that she's pregnant, and then until she walks in the house, and then she starts like complaining about her being like, tired and sick, and then I realize, well, what the hell is she tired and sick for? Oh yeah, she's pregnant.
Oh.
She's 4 months pregnant. So yeah.
Hey, don't bring that negative energy in here.
Yeah, I'm having a good day. Okay?
Having a good day.
I'm on my 3rd movie. Okay, my 6th beer. Okay, I'm having a good day.
Oh, I'm so tired. Well, Netflix isn't updating any shit, and I got nothing.
Yeah,
I got nothing going on. Nobody's filming new shit.
Yeah,
they're running out of shows.
I haven't started any new shows. I mean, just obviously we just talked about watching the 3rd season of Ozark, but
yeah,
other than that, I'm very picky about my shows.
I'm telling you, I think I told you last week that Dave about Little Dicky.
Little Dicky, yeah. You did
it's
say
funny.
That. Yeah.
It's funny.
I'd probably give it a watch.
Yeah. Well, you don't have HBO, right? Because you're not rich.
I mean, I have the illegal Fire Stick. But.
Oh. Well, if you haven't watched Curb Your Enthusiasm's phenomenal.
Oh, okay. Is that
phenomenal?
The dude who made Seinfeld, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is? I think there's 10 seasons. So that'll get you some.
That'll give me a long time.
So it's probably 100 episodes there.
Yeah. Shit. Okay.
80 to 100. I mean, some seasons maybe they only do 8, but
yeah,
it's fantastic.
Okay.
That Avenue 5 wasn't bad. It's Hugh Lowry. It's about like a space, basically like a space cruise ship. Like you take a cruise like out to Saturn and back.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of gets off track.
Yeah.
And shit hits the fan. Hugh Lowry's. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. The one I did start, it's an Amazon one. It's called Hunters with Al Pacino.
You know what? I saw
it's
a preview for that, but it's like, man, I don't know.
It's pretty good.
Like, because I'm like you, I get very picky on trying to start something. It's like, Al Pacino's been an amazing letdown on everything he's done in the last however many years. I mean, it's
you didn't like The Irishman?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I liked it.
It's 3.5 hours long.
I'm okay. I didn't say I liked it.
He was barely. I mean,
played
Jimmy Hoffa.
Played a big role, Jimmy Hoffa.
But
anyway,
I'm Al Pacino'd out.
Okay, all right, fine, fuck, good show. All right. I mean, do you know what it's about? Basically, Jewish people getting revenge on the Nazis that came over to America after the war.
Oh, so it's set back and
it's set back, yeah, whenever the hell that ended in the 40s.
Yeah, 45 is when it ended. So
yeah, that's the 40s.
50s,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but you didn't sound confident.
45, right? 45 or 46 is when it ended, right? Fucking know my shit. Leave me alone.
He's like, yeah, whenever it ended.
Yeah, whenever it ended. All right. So yeah, but I mean, he leads like this pack of Jewish people. I mean, and then they hunt them down and kill them in the United States.
Do you feel like you should call them a pack?
I don't know what you call them.
Gang.
A gang of Jewish
Gathering.
people? A gang of
Flock.
Jewish people. But, like, they're cool Jewish people, not like the... but, you know, like, when, like, Family Guy makes fun of the Jewish people, like Mort?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, they're not him. They're actually, like...
People.
Just
people.
Not Mort. They don't complain about, like, money and stuff or anything like that, you know?
No, there's a different... back then, there's a little different thing to, complain about. A lot of people getting killed.
Oh, yeah. But it actually was pretty good. I watched a few episodes. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I liked it.
Maybe I'll give it a check out of...
It's pretty gruesome. Like, they don't just kill them.
Like, oh, cool.
They torture them. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. If you want to call it awesome.
Sounds good.
I mean, it's a revenge thing if you like revenge stuff.
Well, because there's that, what was, it was a revenge movie years ago about, the hell was it called?
About the Jew?
After they took hostages at the Olympics and stuff, and then they just kind of...
Yeah. Like,
Then years later, they just went and started...
Was it Munich?
Yeah, Munich. They started killing them.
Yeah, that's pretty much... That's kind of had the basis of it, yeah. Yeah, but it was pretty good. I mean, they're really getting after those fucking Nazis, so good for them.
Well, hey, I mean, everybody's mostly okay with that.
Yeah, no, I mean... I don't think anybody's objecting.
Well, I'm sure there's some.
Yeah, probably.
There's certain groups and certain parts of the country that are like, shouldn't be treating those guys that way.
Yeah, probably.
They thought they were the good guys.
That's a good point. They did.
That's what we talked about. Of like, on the other side, they thought they were the good guys too. Yeah. So, well, sports-wise,
hey,
we got some fights coming next week.
Yeah, Dana White buying an island. How about that?
That's awesome.
It would be. I would be so irresponsible if I had enough money just to go purchase a private island.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I have to... I can just buy a private island. That's how much money I have.
What happens on your island? Fucking and fighting.
Exactly.
That's what happens here.
And fighting. Yes.
High-level cage fighters. Yeah. Gonna do some fucking, then watch a cockfight. Yeah. Then you have another cockfight later.
It's international waters. It's okay.
Yeah.
But seriously,
I don't think this next one's going to be there.
Oh, okay.
But they've got... I'm going to guess this one that's next week's going to be on a reservation.
Okay.
Because I don't have the island yet.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And they scheduled like the next 4 weeks, there's going to be fights. I think that's...
Yeah.
Wondering if that's just going to be something like, if it's a big enough, obviously it's got to have an airstrip of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, once we get out of this quarantine stuff to where you can actually start having crowds, like if they build a little thing to where... Like,
people go to the island?
Hey, these are these fights. It's like 1,000 people that can come.
Jesus, you know how much
and
money
spend
that
the week.
Yeah.
It'd be like, tickets are $8,000 a piece.
Yeah.
And they'd probably sell them.
Oh, yeah, they would. Hell
Especially
yeah.
you put Conor McGregor's fighting here. It's $10,000 a ticket.
$10,000. Oh, yeah. You fucking better believe it,
Yeah. But that's, I was pretty jacked up when I seen that when they released that fight card.
Yeah.
Because it is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Even though I think the co-main event has fallen out with Rose Namajunas.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen it an alert that said she was pulling out, so I didn't read into it. But
who is she fighting?
Jessica Andrade, I believe.
You're really good at pronouncing those names. I mean, if I was to see that name in front of me, I would kind of like start to pronounce it and then kind of like tail off at the end. Like,
Andrade is the champion. Or no, she's not.
Is this middle heavyweight or?
Strawweight.
Strawweight.
115 pounds.
Gotcha.
She's not the champion. That Wei Ling is the champion. Andrade. I think she was the one that took Rose's title. And maybe they were having must have been for an interim title or something.
Oh, okay.
Because,
Yeah, but she dropped out, so who else are they going to get?
I don't know.
Who else fights that's big name that fights that besides the chick who owns the belt?
Shit, my mind. Francis Ngannou is fighting Rosenstruck, which is, I think they're both from, they're both from Africa.
Oh.
They're Ngannou's from like Cameroon.
Okay.
And I can't remember the other guy's from, but they're like the same person.
Oh, okay.
have to cut weight to make heavyweight down to 265 and
just beat the shit out of
like
each other.
a Mack truck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they might as well have jackhammers on their arms.
Nice. Just
So
fucking
it
throwing
should
haymakers.
it should just be somebody. I don't know. I've never seen either of them knocked out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
The last time I watched Rosenstrike fight, it was a main event, so it was a 25-minute fight, and he lost 24 and a half minutes of that fight, and then knocked a guy out in the last.
Nice.
It's one of he's one of those.
Yeah.
So it'd be an interesting thing if they both hit that hard of like, boy, I've never seen anybody knock these two out either.
Yeah.
So
they're just going to have.
what kind of chins do they have? I mean,
they just both get abused, and in the last few minutes, they just take advantage of it.
I mean, I'm super bummed that the Khabib fight's not happening.
Yeah.
But Justin Gaethje, going to be a banger of a fight.
Why is Khabib not fighting because of?
He can't get out of Russia.
Okay, I got you.
He just locked down. I mean, they can't.
Yeah, I mean, with all this shit going down.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Greg Hardy's fighting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. A woman or?
Nope, he's still in he's fighting Jorgen De Castro, who's only had 6 fights. So.
Oh, okay. Hardy's probably only had 3 fights? 4?
He has had 8.
8, wow, okay.
He's 5-2 and then has 1 no card.
All right.
Because he got DQ'd.
Gotcha.
He kneed a guy when he was down.
Seems
Not
like a great card. Seems like
not allowed to do that.
Is he any good? I mean, I know he's only had 8 fights, but does he?
He's good for, being an athlete.
Yeah.
It's just of you're 30 years old, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
A little late in the game to be learning.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's, he could be a gatekeeper of guys coming in. Like, hey, you're going on to a main card. You're going to fight him. So it's like, yeah, he'll beat this guy. He'll beat that guy. But it's like, is he ever going to, fight at Stipe?
Okay, yeah.
Stipe beat the shit out of him. It
Oh,
wouldn't even be,
Yeah.
Hell, the Francis fight, that's on ESPN2. That's not even on the pay-per-view.
Oh, nice.
Uriah Hall's fighting. Ray Borg. Yeah, good fights.
Cool.
Super good fights.
It's next week, right? Next weekend? 2 weekends?
It's next week.
Next week?
Oh, I'm just seeing Rose pulled out. Coronavirus-related family deaths.
Oh, okay. Which is
why she pulled out.
Oh, good.
So that's you can't miss that.
No, you cannot miss that. Other sports, the draft is going to be all virtual, all online,
which is phenomenal. I know people are bitching about it.
No, it's great.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm super happy about
it. It's just the fact that you hear the GMs and everything and the owners are so scared already that because with all the Zoom hacks and shit that's been, it's like, oh, these teams are going to hack in and they're going to know who we're trying to draft and then they're going to do this, which I'm not saying they won't, but probably not gonna.
No, they got their own shit to worry about. And
then you hear people go, well, the NFL needs to, come out with some sort of rules or whatever to make sure that they're not trying to hack. It's like, I think the federal government already has those, and they're called laws, and you go to prison. Not allowed to hack into people's shit.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't see why people would. Everybody has an outlook of who people are going to draft. You have a big board for a reason. It's not, oh shit, the Bengals, they took Joe Burrow. What are we going to do with the second pick? No, it's not that. It's really not. Everybody has a team need, and then in the first round, everybody kind of knows who they're going to get after the person's picked anyway. It's not a big thing. The one thing I'm cool about it is you're not going to see the camera if I can pan on the guy in the green room who is on the phone with the owner and he's smiling, having a good damn time. That's, thank God we don't have that kind of thing.
And it's going to be funny because it's always been, it's always such a fake broadcast anyways.
Yeah.
But now when you're trying to FaceTime people.
Oh, yeah.
And it, because FaceTime freezes or there's some fucktard in the background.
Yeah.
Going, Mama, get down.
Yeah. Baby.
But it's like, and there's just people bitching of like, we got this pandemic going on. The NFL shouldn't be doing this. They don't need to be, doing this. They need to just cancel it and move it back. It's like, for one, you can't. I mean, they're already in a crunch time frame.
Oh, yeah.
Like, these rookies need to get the playbooks.
Yeah.
I mean you can't, because they're not going to have any contact with them. So, and then secondly, of like, no, we need this.
Yeah.
Like,
the world needs this.
Something to watch.
Something to watch. I am. I'm super excited for it. I mean, I love the draft. I am curious to see how they broadcast it.
Right.
Like, what are they going to show? Like, are they going to have Kuiper and McShay and the camera's just on them? I mean, you know what I'm saying? How are they? I'm curious how they're actually going to do it.
Whoever's going to host it, and they'll probably simulcast it. Like, it'll be a studio show.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably have Rich Eisen. They'll split screen with somebody talking. Just kind of split screen with Kuiper and McShay, and would be my guess.
Yeah. I mean, because you think the draft's typically on multiple networks.
Right.
I mean, it's ESPN, it's NFL Network, Fox, CBS. I mean, all those people have it. So I'm just curious on how is it going to be the same? I mean, like you said, is Rich Eisen going to be on there with his crew? Is, McShay and Kuiper going to be on there with their crew? It's just
that would be my guess.
Just like normal, but there's they're not at the draft.
Yeah, they're just not there. Because, I mean, over the last couple of weeks, they've all been building for this.
Oh, yeah.
So all the, they've gotten their kind of professionally studio set up in their house to where they're not losing connections and they're not,
Yeah. I'm curious also as to what happens next. Like, after the draft, are we just good to go with the rest of the season? You think everything is going to be moved? You don't think that anything's going to be pushed back with mini camps and all that stuff?
Well, they're not having mini camps. I think the mini camps are even canceled.
Oh, they canceled them already?
Like the rookie shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not till June. I just didn't know.
Yeah, I think that's already
gone.
I mean, you're going to probably training camp. That's probably when you're going to see them first.
Which is
by
nuts.
By that point in time, even if, obviously there's still going to be cases.
Yeah.
But, mini camps, when is that?
Typically June.
I'm sorry, not mini camp, but training camp, the actual camp.
July.
End of July.
Probably
by then, they're going to, guys are going to come in waves and they're going to have test kits and shit like that. So that, they'll be able to function.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited. I definitely am excited for it. I mean, it's sports.
I'll tell you what didn't excite me about it was we talked about it a little bit before we came on the air. When Peter King was with Pat McAfee and he's talking about the Dolphins just throwing 4 first-round draft picks at the Bengals and taking Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And the way he said it going, fuck, that might happen.
Oh, for sure it could happen.
And that's a great point. Miami's got a young team. They're kind of rebuilding it's 4 but so they got how many first-round picks do they have in the next?
5. 5 in the next few years. They have 3 this year, 2 next year.
Yeah. So you give up 4 and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you have 1 this year and you have 1 next year like a normal team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be, you're not sitting anywhere differently other than, you just made some trades.
And you have Joe Burrow.
And you have Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, that's
that
a cool
makes
thing.
Sense.
It does make sense, but he also made it seem like if the Dolphins are high on Burrow, like,
right.
Yeah, which,
But, for the Bengals wise, where they're at, you know what? That's not a terrible. Maybe you fall back and take Tua. Maybe you fall back and take Herbert.
Yeah.
And you pick up these. It's honestly, if Joe Burrow wasn't an Ohio guy, I think people would say, yeah, you should probably take that deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they should take the deal either way.
Yeah, but I'm just talking optics-wise.
Yes, optics-wise from people from the outside.
Gives a fuck what anybody thinks.
I mean, exactly.
Still don't have an indoor facility.
It does make a whole lot of sense because you're only dropping back to 4 or 5.
Right.
So, I mean, you're definitely in play for quarterbacks because none of the top 4 are getting a quarterback. No. So, I think you're definitely in play. And then you have 3 other picks this year.
Yeah. And that was another one, too, when they're because he talked about the Patriots getting up there to get a Tua or somebody. They don't have it. Everybody keeps throwing out they have the most picks in the draft. Yeah, but they're garbage.
Yeah, I mean, they're like 4th. They have like
no picks.
Yeah.
They have standard picks through the first 3 rounds, but it's like, well, they have 7 6-round picks. I'm like, well, most of those guys get cut.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they could have some room to maybe
feet on
move
your
up.
own side. God
Shut
damn
up.
it.
It's a skinny table. But they have enough picks to maybe move up into the like teens?
Maybe late 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but what are they? Because they're what, 23-ish?
Yeah.
They can move up to
19?
Yeah. I mean, and what's that?
Yeah, but all 3 quarterbacks are going to be gone.
Now, I could see them moving up for like the, that, what's the Division I AA guy or whatever the hell that's.
Jordan Love?
Or he's not a 1 AA guy, is he?
No, he's just Utah State.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Maybe
he might fall down to that area where they're like, hey, we like him.
Uh-huh. A lot of people are falling in love with him. No pun intended. But but I don't know. He's like the Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco of the small school. Not a lot of competition.
Right.
He's definitely not as talented as Wentz coming out of college.
Right.
He's just athletic as hell. And he's a big arm. I mean, he's kind of like the Kmart version of Cam Newton coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of a little lower scaled.
The only thing I've heard really about him, and it was from Jordan Palmer, who happens to be a guy that's kind of coaching him up a little bit too, is when you're at these smaller schools and you're the best athlete in the conference, they're asking you to do shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why your numbers don't look great.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're asking you to do way too much for your team. But I don't know. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback or he's going to be a bad quarterback. I know a lot of people have him higher than Herbert, and a lot of people are thinking Herbert could be a bust.
Well, I mean, I've never understood the whole Herbert thing anyways. I mean, I haven't watched him play a shit ton.
Yeah.
Because don't see a lot of Oregon games here.
Yeah.
But he's not the most impressive. I know he's got a big arm.
Which apparently that's a big thing.
A lot of people do, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only thing that he has going for him other than Burrow is the amount of games he's played. He's the seasoned guy like Burrow. He's not Tua's only a redshirt junior.
Right.
He's played all 4 years, and he's I mean, you could go the same way, not necessarily not as big of a scale as Jordan Love saying that you're the best player out there. They're asking you your team. I mean, Oregon was competitive this year, and they really weren't that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't a very good football team, but he made them competitive based on his play. I think that kind of opened up a lot of people's eyes. But again, as many games as he's played, a lot of people think he's still raw because of the non-talent and, the way that their teams have been his years there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been kind of a shit show for Oregon, too.
Oh, yeah.
When, they made the transitions from the fast pace to the, what are they doing up there kind of thing. They're another one of those ones of, hey man, Oregon quarterbacks just don't do well in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's weird how schools get that stigma of like, they don't do well.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State's probably in that.
They gotta be up there.
Quarterbacks don't do well.
No, they don't. I can't name one off the top of my head that did do well.
No, the only one that had a chance ended up in prison for all the gambling and shit. But, Sleister. But, I mean, other than that, they don't put out quarterbacks.
No.
I mean, they've got the most prolific passer they had is like nobody seems to like him.
I know it.
So, I mean, he's got players coming out now saying, he's not going to be our starter.
Okay. Trade me then.
Yep. Get rid of me.
Yeah. But they don't do that in Washington. They don't trade people who has to be traded.
No. Nope. You want traded? We're not only not going to trade, we're going to extend you, give you a pay raise, and not play you.
That'll
See
show
how you think about that.
Yeah, that'll show you.
It was like that. You ever watch that Silicon Valley?
No,
that was an HBO show, but there was a guy that worked for a tech firm. Like, he was just shitty at his job, though. Like, he wasn't very good. But it was like he was working at what would have been like Google or Apple or something like that, and the owner found out that he hired the guy because he thought he designed this piece of code, but he didn't.
Okay.
And instead of firing him, in his mind, he gave him a raise and then just made him do nothing. It was like $400,000 a year.
Yeah.
And it'd be shameful that it's a shame on you. I'm going to keep paying you, but you'll you mean so little that you will do nothing here. It's like they just sit outside and grill out.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll take that job.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can cuss me
been
up
looking
and
for
down.
that job my whole life.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I got onto that. But
Me
all
either.
the Dwayne Haskins of not
Yeah.
playing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I'm kind of intrigued by the Tua thing.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of the Tua train is starting to move.
Mhm.
Like a lot of action on the talking.
Yeah. We've talked about it before of his injuries, and it's, he could be healthy. Who knows? But
I'm sure he is.
at the same time, you get hit the wrong way once, or you get spun and twisted down the wrong way. One, that ankle sticks into the ground. Two,
Right.
your hips have to move as you twist down.
Yeah.
And if they don't move that way, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
That's the only wild card for me. He has proven he's a winner. He can throw the ball. He can do all this stuff, but is he durable enough to last?
Yeah, that's the question. And the one I did hear some points the other day of when you really think about it, is, well, he's had all these surgeries. Well, two of them really weren't.
Yeah.
The high ankle sprain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You call it a surgery? Really not.
No.
He didn't need surgery. Everybody's had an ankle sprain.
Yeah, but that
And technically, it's stronger
okay.
because what they do is it's they actually tether that tendon to the bone.
Mm.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be more unlikely
To have the high ankle sprain.
than,
But that high
than
ankle
somebody
sprain's
with
such a
it.
nagging thing, though,
Yeah. But everybody's had it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
it just happened to be he played at Alabama.
Uh-huh.
Now, if he wouldn't have played and just sat those games out and healed normally like somebody,
Yeah.
nobody would be talking about it.
No, but he didn't.
Just because a high ankle sprain is something, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
The hip thing, though, that's
the big one.
That's the killer.
You throw from your hips. I mean, you have a lot of torque in with your hips, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the kid throw. I call him a kid because I'm older than him, so it's nice.
That's right.
Yeah. But seriously, I mean, it's weird to think that his whole draft, where he goes, falls on a hip.
Yeah.
It's weird to think that, but it's true. I mean,
There's so many things that are, it's just like the weird year.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Tua coming out with, the hip is a question, top 5 pick. And now team doctors can't look at him. You can't bring him to your facility.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's shut down. So you don't get to see him.
Yeah.
And then, even in the same kind of time frame, Cam Newton gets cut.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get in front of a coach to talk to him. You can't get, what do you do with him?
Yeah.
You tell me how can you tell me he is not a starter in the NFL?
I know. That's the craziest thing.
Well, they might, $6 million as a backup, and it's a 1-year deal. For Cam Newton?
For Cam Newton, who's 28, 29. And he was the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the
led his team to a Super Bowl. Now, they got their ass stomped.
That's right, they did. But MVP?
Yeah.
I mean, Rookie of the Year. Rookie, I mean, fuck, he's a good player.
And the fact that San Diego, maybe L.A.
Yeah, sorry.
Chargers.
Yeah.
But, maybe if they don't draft a quarterback, they sign him.
Maybe.
But it seems like they're going to draft a quarterback, go with Tyrod, and then play sit a kid for a year or so.
Yeah, but why would I would want? This is just me. I'd want the new rookie probably to sit behind Cam Newton more than Tyrod Taylor.
Well, who the hell could sign Cam Newton as a backup?
Yeah.
How is that going to work out?
I know.
When the backup quarterback's better than the starter.
Yeah.
And it's not,
he's going to get more. He's going to get more press time than the starter.
You think it's bad like when Tim Tebow or somebody was the backup?
Yeah.
And
everybody wanted to talk to him?
Well, and everybody wanted him to play because, it's Tim Tebow.
Uh-huh.
Well, Cam Newton's way better than him.
Way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't, I just got to imagine you got to be that competitive or whatever, be as good as he is anyways. You tell me I'm just going to sit back, that this is your guy, and I'm just here. You don't think I'm going to make it,
It's a weird situation for him because he is so good and he's getting no attention from anybody.
No.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me. Either there's something more underlying behind it, or it's the fact that people have just moved on.
Well, and that's the thing too, is just like with Tua, of can't get in front of coaches, can't see a team doctor.
No, he did see his team doctor.
Yeah, but he can't see their team doctor.
No, he can't see their team doctor.
And that's, because that's another NFL thing.
Yeah.
Well, you seen their team doctor? Well, maybe they're trying to fuck with us and just saying that you're healthy, but we won't know until you see our team doctor. But it's like, it's the time. Now, I mean, Carolina completely fucked him over.
Oh, yeah, they did.
I mean, they fucked him over hardcore.
They did.
All right. Well, we're going to let everybody say, okay, now we're going to cut you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to try to trade you after we already signed a huge contract for another guy to take your job. Like somebody's going to give away a draft pick for somebody that's going to be on the free market.
Exactly. Which I think if they would have cut him before that, I think he's in a Bears uniform right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that they take on that Nick Foles contract.
No.
I mean, I think they take on.
I mean, you got to think that. Like, they take on that contract with Nick Foles, and then, like, 5 days later, Cam Newton gets cut.
They got to be so pissed off.
Oh, my God.
We could have waited.
You know who should sign him? Jacksonville.
Yeah. Why not?
Because let's be real honest, Gardner Minshew isn't it.
No, he's not.
He's just not going to be it.
Yeah. I think he'd fit in well down there.
I do, too.
I do. The only thing that maybe not is the coach down there does not like outspoken players, which is why Jalen Ramsey is no longer there. So that would be the only issue with that, of why he maybe not is getting the attention from them.
And I'll tell you what, the other one, if it doesn't fall that way to where they get the quarterback that they want or whatever, Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
I mean, I'm a big Fitzpatrick fan. I like it just because he's,
he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. But Cam Newton's better than you. So, I mean.
Yeah. To me, that makes more sense than any other place.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to get rid of those draft picks.
No.
You keep all 3 draft picks, first round draft picks.
Yeah.
Then you can go get things for Cam Newton. Because you already had a decent offseason. I mean, you signed some guys. You made yourself a little bit better in the offseason. I mean, more competitive. So you get Cam Newton. Now you got a quarterback who can, get you places, do a lot of good things. Now you can sit in at 4 or 5, where the hell you're at. A lineman. Get yourself a tackle. Protect his. Or no, you already. Get yourself a tackle. Protect his ass. You got one for Pittsburgh at like 17 or something like that.
Right.
You got a receiver. You got one from somebody fucking else. I don't know, maybe Houston or something like that. That's back in the mid-20s. Get yourself another fucking weapon for him. I mean, he's sitting there. That's a pretty sweet situation.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Of sign him. Fitzpatrick can back him up, or you can have a competition. Either way,
yeah,
you're good either way. Go after a quarterback next year.
Yeah,
I mean,
you still have 2 first rounders next year.
They're getting a lot of talk. This quarterback class isn't great.
No,
it's better next year.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is,
and that just makes sense that Miami build this thing up.
Yeah,
and guess what? What happens if Cam is 100% and is back to playing the way he was?
Yeah.
He's 28 years old. Pretty good spot. You're in a pretty good spot. And not to mention, you have a shitty locker room. You're always trying to change the culture.
Yeah.
Cam Newton kind of instant credibility as soon as he walks in the door. It's kind of like what they talked about with Tom Brady and stuff. Like, he makes you better as soon as he walks in because he expects everything to be,
Yeah. And exactly. I mean, especially with a young team that they have.
Yeah.
You need somebody. He's a proven winner. You don't have to develop him. You can still get a guy either later in the draft or.
Here's one.
I mean, I'm a Jake Fromm fan myself.
I don't mind Jake Fromm. I think he's a sit for 2 to 3 years and see what happens.
Yeah.
But draft your weapons, get your offensive linemen, use your picks wisely, sign Cam Newton, sign Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Good. I mean,
now all of a sudden it's like,
shit.
Because the one thing you have is a Patriots team that's going down. The Bills are kind of in the driver's seat, but they're still the Bills.
Yep.
So Miami, if you put a couple things together, you can get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean,
you could potentially win your division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
go from zero to hero.
Hey, this is the time to, in a Cam Newton, AB probably ends up suspended 8 games or whatever.
Exactly.
From whatever
it
would be.
Last year, yeah.
Perfect. And you're going to get him on a $3 million, $4 million contract, you know, whatever
you can sign up for a year.
The minimum.
Yeah.
It's going to be a prover deal of, hey, here's $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens.
And it's Antonio Brown.
And just a bunch of incentives. Like you can make 10.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to do this.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's Antonio. You have Cam Newton throw to Antonio
He's
Brown.
The best.
Oh, my God.
Nobody can guard him.
You have Cam Newton, you have Antonio Brown, and you have 3 first-round draft picks. You set yourself up for a solid team. You made many moves in the offseason to make your defense better.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the cornerback from Dallas, a couple linebackers from New England, a couple other guys here and there. Fuck.
Yeah.
My God. I mean, you just set yourself up for a nice little team there.
I mean, because it always seems like Tua falls down, sits behind Fitzpatrick for a year, and now you're not that you're going to make a drastic turnaround, but you're probably going to win 5 or 6 games. Doing that. Of like, you sign a Cam Newton. Hey, we're in the driver's seat now. Yeah. I mean, because he's going to win you games.
Oh yeah, yes.
And if he gets hurt, you still got Fitzpatrick. Still going to win 5 or 6 games. Because next year, you have Justin Fields. You have, there's more.
You have Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be the one pick.
Maybe not.
The Bengals are going to have to pick Trevor Lawrence, and then they got to make a decision on who to trade away. Think about that.
That would be crazy. They're not the number 1 pick next year.
Who is?
The Redskins are the number 1 pick next year.
Oh, no.
Or the Lions.
Man, the Lions, tough to rule them out.
Why do you say, oh, no, about the Redskins?
Oh, they're going to win 5 games.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, 4 or 5 games.
I'm in a Detroit thing. I think Detroit
the Detroit thing. You'd like to think they'd get 4 or 5 wins because somebody's only going to win 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, Chargers is up there with me too. If they don't sign another quarterback,
yeah,
they're up there. They're top 5.
In a tear down.
Yeah,
when they didn't get Tom Brady, it's a tear down.
Yeah, which
is bad timing.
Yeah,
bad fucking timing. Moving into that, you can't sell a soccer stadium. Now you're moving into that big boy stadium.
Not going to sell that
in a city that doesn't give a flying fuck about football. I don't know why they have 2.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big market. Does it matter?
No.
Because it doesn't seem to.
No. People are wearing Lakers jerseys to your football games.
Yeah. Yeah. You need that market. Do you really? Because the NFL, they do pretty well in ratings, and when they're on TV, people watch what's on TV. So
yeah, St. Louis is begging for a team.
Yeah,
they really are. I mean,
they supported the XFL crazy like.
He did.
Of like, the Chargers should have went to St. Louis. They really should have.
Yep.
I don't understand the. I've always hated you got to be in that big market, because then they always talk about that with free agents. Well, you need him on a big market team. Why? It's 2020.
Yeah.
The internet exists.
Yeah, people know who they are.
You don't need your local New York channel.
No.
I mean, the reason they go to the big market of New York and LA as far as baseball is those are 2 teams that pay you all the money.
Yeah.
Because they don't have salary cap.
Uh-huh.
Aaron Rodgers done pretty fucking well in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And nobody lives there.
No.
I mean, it's the smallest NFL market.
It's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. It's probably not even close.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Chiefs seem to be doing pretty good for, I mean, they have a big market, but it's a small.
Yeah, Kansas City's not that big.
No.
But it's probably 5 times bigger than what Green Bay is. I mean, let's say Kansas City's got 1 million people, couple million people, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Probably Columbus size.
Could be, yeah.
I would imagine. I've never been there, but.
Neither.
Yeah, but everybody's, I got it. They want those. Well, and you always hear cowherd when there's a free agent, especially in basketball. Oh, he needs to get to New York.
Yeah.
They need to get to the Knicks, that big market. You make that extra.
Why?
What? What does that matter?
You think LeBron went to LA for the market? People fucking knew who LeBron James was.
He signed the massive contract with Nike when he's in Cleveland.
Yeah, exactly.
For $1 billion or whatever the fuck it was.
He would be the most paid NBA player without an NBA contract.
Yeah. Kevin Durant made all kinds of money in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, but you get those old school guys that are just got to be in that big market.
No,
you don't.
No, if you're good, people know who you are.
It just costs a shit ton of money to live there, and you get to keep half your paycheck.
Yeah.
Go play on a Florida team, get to keep it all.
Duval.
That's I did think it was interesting with all that too of the Jerry Jones putting out the video of him using the Zoom to and obviously he talked to multiple people.
Yeah.
But you have a quarterback that won't sign the franchise tag, and you show the only thing you release is him talking to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, well, that's fucked up. I mean,
yeah, Jalen Hurts.
I like Jalen Hurts.
He's a wild card in this draft. I tell you,
I think he is too. Taysom Hill.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, a little less tough.
You don't know that. How do you know that? How do you know that?
I don't know that. But I mean,
does he just scream pussy to you?
No, he doesn't. I mean, he probably whooped my ass for sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's like 6'3", 240.
Yeah, I mean, sure he kicked my ass, but still, I mean, he, I don't know, he seemed pretty confident going in after the season playing quarterback that I feel like he would be hard to kind of convince to do those things of a Taysom Hill. Like, I wouldn't see him playing special teams. That's my thing of toughness wise.
Well, I think he could be pitched it just because of the Taysom Hill thing. And mainly for the fact of as he starts talking with teams, stuff like, hey man, you're not going to be in the league. I mean, you're going to be in the XFL. I mean, that's kind of where that's where your career path is heading unless we figure this out.
Yeah. I don't know. Taysom Hill to me is like a linebacker with a good arm. Like that's who he reminds me of. I mean, he's
never going to be the starting quarterback.
Never ever will he be the starter.
I don't know what have they done with him.
They just tendered him.
Did they?
Yeah. But
at what?
I have no idea. Like a restricted tender, like a second round pick tender, not anything like money wise. Because they didn't tag him.
They make him the backup quarterback. You pay him $8 to 10 million because that's just what his role is. But if he's the backup, are you still doing the shit you were doing with him?
Yeah.
And then let's be real honest. 2 years from now, when Drew Brees retires, is he your starting quarterback?
Yeah, I mean,
there's no fucking way.
No, and I can see them taking a chance on somebody like Jalen Hurts. What's the point? I mean, what's it going to hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt anything.
No,
especially when you pick him, in
the fourth round.
Third round. They said he's not going to make it out of the third round.
Really?
Said if you really want him, you have to take him in the second.
Huh.
Said for some reason
he reminds me,
his stock is going up.
He reminds me of Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
He does. Reminds me of Russell Wilson. So I think that if he can kind of work hard, keep his nose clean, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that he's been doing, because he says and does all the right things.
Yeah, you've never heard anything bad about him.
Never anything bad about him.
He handled that Tua thing
perfectly.
I don't know that there was another quarterback in college football that would have handled that way.
He was awesome about it. And
perfect teammate. He transferred after he graduated. I mean, just
I like him a lot. I hope he gets drafted high. But I think he reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson, just because he's mobile, he can throw it, he can do a lot of things. He's obviously a pretty freaking good leader.
Does he have a big arm or just okay?
I think he's an okay arm. I wouldn't call it a cannon. You know what I'm saying? I think he's got a decent NFL arm. I mean, you also look good when you're throwing a CeeDee Lamb. That's a good thing. But he also threw to other guys in Alabama that were really good.
Yeah.
Still though, he does. If I had to compare him to a quarterback that plays now, I'd compare him more of Russell Wilson than anything.
Yeah, I was telling you about listen to an Ike Taylor interview that I always hated him as a player because he was with the Steelers and I'm a Bengals fan, and not that they ever really beat the Steelers that much, but that was what he was talking about on the Tua side of it. Like, hey man, look at the receivers he was throwing to, how they're always kind of wide open. Of the NFL, he says if you're a quarterback in the NFL and you miss your passing window by a foot, it's intercepted.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I've never seen Tua have to stick one in there.
Mm-hmm. He makes a great point.
Yeah.
He does.
And he talked about when the Super Bowl, when Packers beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Aaron Rodgers just being in the zone that night.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we're coming to the sidelines. He's completing passes. and our defenders are in the perfect position with a hand out, and it just is perfect. It just goes right over them.
They replayed it the other night, and I watched it.
And he said, coming over the sideline, going, "Coach, what can we do?" He's like, "Not a fucking thing."
Yeah, he's just right
this
there.
Guy's in the zone right now, and not a damn thing you can do about it. You guys are all exactly where you're supposed to be.
He's just making better plays.
He's just better.
I mean, the very first touchdown, Aaron Rodgers throws it to Jordy Nelson, and William Gay is just hugging Jordy Nelson. I mean, I don't even know how in the hell he caught it, let alone the pass got over top of him. I mean, he's in perfect position. If he turns around and swats it, he probably hits it. You know what I'm saying? But nope, completes it, walks in the end zone. I'm like, gee, good God. And then there was another one like Donald Drivers or Greg Jennings that was perfectly, and I think Ike Taylor was in the right spot, and Troy Polamalu is coming over the top, and he fits it in between Ike Taylor and Polamalu. Yeah. And I'm like, how in the hell does it work like that, you know? But he's 100% right.
It's NFL quarterbacks. Yeah. And that's Alabama's on that list where they said Oregon, like Ohio State. Mm-hmm. Name an Alabama quarterback that's done anything. Yeah. Because when you throw to the best guys, hey, what do you,
I can't think of one.
You're just so much better than everybody.
The only Alabama quarterback that is still really relevant is A.J. McCarron.
Yeah, and he's
a backup for the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fighting Bills.
The
Fighting Bill O'Briens.
Fuck him.
Fucking loser.
Fucking loser.
That deal's not through yet.
Yeah, I saw that.
With Hopkins.
Uh-huh.
Just because you can't do physical or anything like that. But it'd be funny if he got bounced back.
He looks like a genius. Oh, we're stuck with him?
No. I'm going to pay him.
Sorry.
You kick me one more fucking time.
Your feet are kind of over in my area now.
But that's why I tilted to the side.
Fine, I'll tilt to a side.
Jesus Christ.
God.
You got your sitting there like you're taking a shit with your legs spread wide.
Yeah.
Holding your balls. I don't understand why.
Cold.
It is cold. It is a little chilly today.
It is a little chilly today.
Cold,
a little
windy.
And, yeah.
It was like hot as fuck yesterday, man. I was out at work. It was getting toward the end of my day. It was like, 3 o'clock, and it was just like outside doing some shit going, it's getting a little toasty out here.
Monday was hot too, man. I was outside Monday. It was 80 degrees.
I felt it on the top of my ears because that's where I get torched up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. It's my left ear took a beating. I don't know why it was my left one. Because I wasn't in anything, I didn't have a cart canopy or anything. I was just out.
Yeah.
But my left ear got torched, but my right ear's, it's burnt, but it's okay.
It's okay. I can still hear out of it.
Yeah, didn't do the inside, just the tops of it. Looks like a fried onion ring at this point in time.
Nice.
But it's supposed to be cold as fuck.
Yeah. So, tomorrow too, and
back
pretty
down
much
in the low 40s for the next week.
Yeah, next week. Awesome. We had a good taste of some warmth, and then
I can see you got some sun.
Yeah, I was outside, mulched the whole house.
Just your, blood pressure's up either way.
It is, but it's oh, for sure it is. But no, I was outside. We mulched the whole house last weekend.
Nice.
Early this week, yeah. Good time.
I've done no outside work at my house. I'm just waiting on that lazy fuck to come mow my yard.
I mowed the yard too.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And I rolled it and I sprayed it, and it was nice. It was a good time. Had some fun. Kinda. Better than sitting
now you're
inside.
You're going to be a yard boy.
Yeah.
And have the nicest yard on the block.
Yeah. Try.
Yeah, that's a weird, I've never, obviously, I've take care of grass for a living, so I don't do it at my house, but
obviously.
But it is like people who take it, I understand
seriously?
but not even seriously, because I take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people take it seriously, but the people that go like 3 levels past that it's like, hey man,
calm down.
Cut it at 3 inches because that's what grass needs to be cut at.
Uh-huh.
You don't have a watering system.
Yeah.
Just throw some fertilizer on it sometimes and keep the weeds down.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to do for a yard. If you cut it at 3 inches, it's going to look nice.
Yeah.
My
favorite are the people who mow it and then makes it look like an NBA or an MLB outfield.
Yeah.
Like with the cross cuts and everything and the the plaid look. I'm like, what? How much fucking time do you have to mow it twice?
Well, you don't really have to mow it twice.
I mean, I get it. You just kind of run it over the top of it.
No. You just if you mow multiple times a week, you just mow it in different directions. It'll look like that.
I mean, but still though, I mow once a week and my yard still looks decent. I can't imagine having how much time to mow twice a week.
Because that's I mean, obviously I get a lot of questions from people on that, and that my number one answer to everybody on their yard: stop mowing it so fucking low.
Yeah.
Well, I want it to look like a golf course. Well, we have irrigation.
Yeah.
And we spend a fuckload of money on chemicals to keep that shit alive. And it's 3 inches.
Typically a different kind. And it's a different kind of grass.
Yeah.
Most of this is crabgrass.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
And it'll stay green with no water.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if just keep your blades sharp, mow it at 3 inches, throw some weed and feed down. That's fine. That works.
Yeah. And then we have a home and garden section on the show.
But yeah. Well, that's just one of the things. Like I get a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, the answer is stop mowing your yard so short. Because everybody's like, "What are you mowing your yard at 2 inches?" Let's way the fuck too low for a yard. I mean, that's mostly Kentucky bluegrass and shit like that. Little blue rye sport turf mix.
Nice.
Little tall fescue in there. But
you're just saying words to me now.
Yeah, 3 inches. Not unlike your cock.
Yeah, that's how I measure it. That's how I measure it.
And then I do a push up. Just push in when if I can feel the tickle on my pelvis and my tip is touching the dirt, I know that I'm at the right height.
Yeah.
But it is a good thing to talk about because, a lot of people that listen probably have yards.
Yeah. Yeah. Either that or they sleep in their car or something.
You sprayed today. You've taken, I can see what you had, so you're in the dandelion control.
Yeah.
A little bit of broadleaf, not all of them, though.
Mostly dandelions. That's why I sprayed
mostly. It'll do some other stuff, but 2,4-D is dandelion control for the most part. Then you come in with some Trimec a little later. Warms up a little bit.
Yeah.
Get that clover out of there.
Yeah.
Kind of once it starts going to seed, gets white.
Yeah. White seed?
Yeah. When it flowers out.
Gotcha.
And you can kill it pretty quick. 85 degrees.
Well, I have to spray again in the fall anyway with this shit, so.
Yeah, well, the fall is when you do it. The springtime's
Yeah.
You're going to get it. I mean, you're going to kill some, but
some of it,
fall is when you really knock its dick in the dirt.
Yeah.
Right next to your dick when you're measuring your grass height.
Fucking A, baby.
This portion of the site is brought to you by
Scott's Lawn.
Send that. You owe us money, Scott's.
For sure.
My yard is getting a little long. But I seen the guy drive by the club the other day, dragging the mower around. So I assume,
getting to it. Yeah.
So, but not yet.
Nope.
Not at least my side of town. But boy, man, that talk. We turned the draft into about 35 minutes of football talk. It was nice. That was kind of nice.
It was. It was nice to actually talk about sports and not.
It'd be awesome when the draft actually happens.
Yeah.
And that is the point too. And
it happens on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I'll never see it. I'll just see what happened the next morning. But I obviously referenced Pat McAfee quite a bit. But on his, he said, if Joe didn't want to play, the virtual draft is perfect now. Yeah. Because there's nobody there to interview him. He's like, I'm not fucking playing for the Bengals. And just send that out. Well, we need to talk to him.
You can't.
Not answering his phone. It'd be the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
But the one thing that you don't hear is nobody really talks about Chase Young.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
it's like a guarantee.
He's going in the top 3.
Yeah.
So nobody talks about him. He just game changer.
I think he's for sure going to the Redskins.
You would think so.
I mean,
if he didn't go to the Redskins because they traded out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only.
I gave some pretty cool trade scenarios last week. I thought were very real.
Yeah.
With my main one would have been the Browns to trade up and get him. Yeah.
Oh boy, they just paid that tight end.
Yeah.
That seems like that might bite them in the ass.
For sure it will.
I mean, that's just
They already have a decent tight end.
Yeah, I don't know what.
But I'm not sure what drew them to Hooper or gave him that much money. I mean, I know Stefanski likes to use tight ends because Kyle Rudolph in Minnesota had his best years when Stefanski was calling plays.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, Njoku is not a bad tight end. He's done well. And then really, you just need somebody who can block and catch. And then you paid Hooper way too much money to do that.
And that's a weird thing, too, because you got to assume this is Odell's last year in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Unless something goes, well, kind of anyways. With what they've paid him, because you got to pay Baker after next year, because that's kind of the deal with quarterbacks. Because if you don't, now you have the problem that Dallas has.
Yeah.
Dallas could have extended Dak last year. They chose not to.
Yep.
And then the price went up again when he had his best year.
Yeah.
I was like, well, sign it when it's cheaper.
Yeah.
As opposed to
now.
Because guess what? If you franchised, if his number's $38 million.
Yeah.
And you franchise him, say he signs that at 33, I think is the number.
Yeah.
Well, his $38 million, when he goes to sign a contract next year, is $42 million. So sign up now because it's you're not going to get a discount.
No, because even if you tag him, Patty Mahomes is going to be making $40 million, and that tag next year is going to go skyrocket.
Well, even that. So Mahomes signs if he signs the $40 million deal, then Dak's going to want to be the highest paid because that's just what they are. I would have signed last year for 38. You didn't do it, so now it's 42. And that's just And they're going to get in that spot where it looks like kind of how the Rams were of like, hey man, you can't everybody can't make over $20 million. I mean, you only
everybody in your team can be the highest paid at their position. I mean, it's not a thing.
It's one of those things where like, well, but the salary cap went up. Yeah, it went up $10 million. I mean,
you're going to give it all to your quarterback?
Yeah. Pretty much. That's kind of the way it's going. Everybody else is silent. Everybody else get cut.
Yeah.
Quarterback gets another. That's still an interesting thing. I'd like to see somebody really break that down and have a thought how you have a quarterback pool of money. Because everybody else just gets, basically every other veteran gets fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're getting cut for rookies because, they're $700,000.
Yeah.
And it's $2 million for a veteran.
Crazy. It is crazy to think that even like decent veterans are getting cut nowadays because of rookies being cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it is. Because you can't, a below average quarterback's going to cost you 28.
Yeah.
5 years ago, it cost you 12.
I mean, like that.
Well, you look at that. Cam Newton, if he didn't get cut, he was on his payroll was $19 million.
Yeah.
He's an MVP.
Yep.
So he'd already been paid once. That's already him getting broken off. That's how fast it's escalated. That within 4 years ago, Cam Newton would have signed his extension.
Yeah.
Which would have paid him money at $19 million.
Yep.
And now it's 38 is the number.
Yeah.
It's doubled.
Well, the thing about that is when the Broncos signed Peyton Manning in 2012, $25 million.
Yeah.
And it was prime time Peyton Manning.
Crazy money.
Yeah. Crazy, they paid him because he gave him the best contract, $25 million.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, $25 million.
Yeah. And that was and think about that. Tom Brady never made over 20.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, that's how he did this year.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, he has because they hit his money and other shit, but contract wise. But I still remember when $20 million quarterback signing it, when somebody broke 20 million, it was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And then it was like, didn't seem like it took that long to get to 30.
Nope.
And now, I mean, wasn't
it Luck?
Yeah. Luck might have been the first one to
Luck
make
was
that.
The first
and then,
one.
Yeah.
Stafford kind of came in right after that.
Yep.
And then they paid Goff too much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get out from under that. They need to burn that franchise down and just do a rebuild. I mean, a couple years ago, you were playing for the, in the Super Bowl. You got to tear the thing apart because you ran yourself into a corner.
Yeah, you're cutting people because
you can't pay them. You take dead cap space because you cannot pay them.
Yeah, that was definitely the most win now team. That year because they couldn't pay anybody else after that.
That was still an interesting thing too on the Tom Brady thing of Indianapolis choosing Phillip Rivers over Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That Tom Brady was interested in going to
to
Indianapolis,
which would be funny.
That would be. It would have been awesome.
Hell. Yeah.
Because they would have hated him, but then would have loved him if they'd won.
Oh yeah.
You know, you win.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Phillip Rivers signs a 1 year with an option.
Yeah.
Where Brady wanted 2.
Brady has a chance to do something with the Bucs.
Oh yeah.
He would have barely made the playoffs with the Colts.
Would have been tough.
Would have been very tough.
Because they don't have, they
have no weapons.
None.
They don't have a running game. Their offensive line's solid. I'll give them that. They could have protected them maybe a little bit better than the Bucs could have. But your defense is
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a better choice with
the Bucs. I mean, I'll be very, not saying that, what was my bold prediction that they'd make the championship game or the Super Bowl?
The championship game.
I just feel like they're going to make it.
Yeah.
And if he plays 2 years for the Bucs, they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like
It would be crazy if they went this year. It would be the first time in NFL history that the team hosting the Super Bowl, that team made it.
Yeah.
So another record could be made.
That would be awesome.
By Tom Brady.
He's going to win a Super Bowl, going to set some records. And then just like the Peyton Manning thing, every time you see anything of him, it's going to be in a Bucs uniform.
That would be crazy.
And then they released all their new uniforms.
Yeah,
that look exactly like their old I don't know what the fucking differences are.
There's some differences. For some reason, I watched like 5 Bucs games last year, and I don't know why, but I could instantly tell the difference for some reason. Just like some of the color tone of it is a little bit of different shade.
And they changed the font?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Some of the shoulder designs a little different. But the Atlanta Falcons ones, I like the new Atlanta Falcons ones, but the black uniforms
are so awesome.
They look like, I saw it today on Twitter and I fucking lost it. The Longest Yard.
Oh, yeah.
The Longest Yard uniforms.
The all black with the that's just awesome.
Somebody had a picture of a corner for the Falcons and his number's 28. And that with the ATL above it, they brought up the Super Bowl. Said, I think this guy's gonna have to change his number, like the halftime score. ATL 28.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. Those black home jerseys, though. Hey, I know this is retractable, but this dome stands shut because it's fucking Georgia and we're wearing all black.
Exactly.
It's hot as fuck in here.
Yeah, but I know I like the black uniforms. I did. Yeah. I like the new ones. The Browns are gonna have new ones coming out. I just saw.
Yeah, but they're always just like, hey, we made no change.
These ones are supposed to be.
It cost us $8 million to redo this.
I guess they're supposed to be like Jim Brown and Clay Matthews when they played. It's supposed to be like an older, like a new look, but the older, the old design. Yeah,
what was that? A couple years ago when they changed their logos and it was just like
the color orange,
barely a tone change of like. How much money did you spend for this?
You made a brighter orange.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Yeah,
I always like their little Billiken.
Yeah, which was weird.
You know,
like I don't know why there's an elf there.
Yeah.
I think that. I mean, I know they're the Browns, but what happened with the dog?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Isn't that dog? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like when they show the Browns logo, they just show the color orange.
Yeah,
like that's not even the name.
No,
why don't you show the color brown. Dumb fucks.
Yeah, why is it?
Christ.
Why don't you show Paul Brown? Just a picture of Paul Brown.
Yeah, I mean,
name the team after yourself.
Yeah. Shit.
That's and then obviously there's cool uniforms out there. Like when the Bengals do the all black.
Yeah.
Except that fucking helmet. It's like, hey, can we redo the helmet?
Yeah.
Tiger King style.
Nice.
That's what they ought to do. They should put like that dyed mullet kind of look painted on there. But it's always it's just a weird thing, like the Bengals of everybody's got like a standard helmet and then you get this striped thing that just doesn't look great.
Yeah.
I mean, but I thought they'd when Nike took over the uniforms, I really thought they'd pop them up a little bit, but they really haven't.
No, I mean, there's a couple of them.
Because it's the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, you can't change a lot of history. Like the Seattle ones, that was really like the main change you saw was with Seattle uniform because it's a completely different color.
It was a neon kind of,
it did that green is green instead of like that old like grayish green.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's really the kind of biggest change that I remember about the Nike uniforms coming.
But it's, it just feels like it'd be awesome to see some NFL, especially like they did the color rush stuff, which is terrible.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, like for Thursday nights, if you're going to change the uniform, don't just do the color rush. Do like what you make what Nike does with Ohio State. And in Oregon and stuff like that.
Well, like,
let's make a cool one that people would want.
They didn't do a color rush for half the teams. They just made the team all white.
Yeah.
Like,
what is that?
Like the Packers.
If you're the away team, your color rush is white.
Yeah, like the Packers one, yellow.
Yeah.
Make an all yellow one. That'd be fucking cool as shit. How many people you see with an all yellow uniform?
Yeah, that's because they used to do throwbacks.
Yeah.
And now they don't really do those anymore. They do the color rush stuff. And it's just, we made your team color a little brighter.
Pretty
and
much.
That's the difference.
And we changed some helmets on some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is dumb.
Yeah, I think, like Ohio State's alternates that Nike does, I think those are cool as shit, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And they, the NFL, pep it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Make it cool. The gray uniforms are one of my favorites.
Yeah.
For Ohio State. Cool.
Super cool. Super cool. I was trying to think of some fake history stuff to come up with, but I couldn't come with anything on top of my head.
Oh.
I think it was just too perfect last week. If I couldn't,
you just went with
couldn't go again. Although I started looking up something baseball wise because I was like, how fat was Babe Ruth? Because you just assume like he's just this big giant slob.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he gets talked about, honestly.
I mean, like when Fat John Goodman played him.
Yeah. Babe Ruth was 6'2", like 220.
And that was fat back then.
But he had it. He had like a gut.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, so he's smaller than
everybody.
Fucking a lot of players today.
Yeah. Yeah, like fucking Prince Fielder made him look would swallow him.
That's what you'd kind of think, like a Cecil Fielder, even bigger than Prince.
Mm-hmm.
I think. No, Prince.
I think Prince is
pretty big. But Babe Ruth's way smaller than Prince Fielder.
Yeah.
I mean, not even fucking close.
Yeah. Fucking CeCe's 350 pounds slinging the goddamn ball
but
around.
You think like Babe Ruth is like they barely get out. I mean, now was he healthy? No. But was anybody back then? I just don't.
Yeah. When you smoke and drink and all that, like it's your fucking
smoking
job.
Menthols and drinking Coke.
Yeah.
Look how healthy I'm being. It's only half whiskey.
Yeah. Only half whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is, I was trying to look up some shit like that of just like odd sports stories and stuff like that. And then I didn't. So I don't know why I brought that up, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to find some stories to tell.
Okay.
Find something weird.
Yeah.
That happened. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Chris Johnson.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
the breaking
murderer.
news of the day.
Yeah, the murderer.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Can't say that yet.
Yeah.
Can't say that yet.
So he has allegedly been named as a hitman.
Yeah. I think.
Pretty much.
I don't think he was the hitman.
Okay.
I believe he was in he might have been the guy paying for it.
Ah, okay. So he was the money bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been accused of being involved in a gang-related murder for hire plot related to a 2015 shooting in Florida that resulted in the death of his friend.
Okay.
Johnson has not been formally charged with any crime, but according to court documents obtained, prosecutors allege the former NFL player paid a Florida gang member named Dominic Bolden for the 2016 killings of two men.
Oh, wow.
That's going to land you in some prison.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time. I mean, the Tiger King's in there for 20 years, and Carol didn't even die.
No.
The guy never even went to Florida.
I was going to say, he just
stopped
took
at
his
a strip
money.
club.
Just took his money and ran.
These people died?
Yeah. Huh. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's...
Holy moly. Well, isn't it weird? You know, as a fan, you just kind of, you wonder what stars do after they retire. And this isn't one of those stories.
Well, here's one. An informant later told officials that in addition to paying Bolden, Johnson helped him to become a leader of a notorious drug trafficking organization.
Wow.
Holy shit, Chris. I just heard him on an interview like 2 weeks ago.
Who was it?
Chris Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about the other guy.
Yeah, I'm just like,
yeah.
Hey, man, it's like you were talking normal and everything. Like it seemed like you shouldn't have been doing interviews. Like, you would have figured this was coming down the road here. And,
should have been staying pretty
going
low.
To prison.
Whatever. DJ 2K.
Yeah.
Years. Anything else about it?
Nope, that's it.
Oh,
just helping somebody with a drug trafficking thing and possibly paying for 2 murders. Be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, who was the guy, I think it was with the Panthers or whatever, that like paid somebody to have his girlfriend killed or whatever because she was pregnant. It's Ray Caruth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
It's kind of
I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that he did. That was, I think I talked about that before. That was the first time. I think his name was Ray Caruth. He was paying somebody to kill his girlfriend, and it was like $15,000, and they said, which is half of one of his paychecks. Of like, motherfucker makes $30,000 a week for playing football. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah.
And back in the day, when a $30,000 job was a really good job, that was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, now you can't live.
Now you can't live. Barely.
Not with all the streaming services you got to have.
No,
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's only $8. It's only $12. It's only man, that shit adds up.
Yeah.
Cable.
Yeah.
It's cable.
Pretty much.
I still haven't canceled mine yet, but I need to. I haven't turned it on, and I can't tell you how long.
It's still paying for it.
And they still get their money every month.
Yeah, which is, Molly pays Planet Fitness to go tan.
Yeah.
And they're still charging her, even though they're closed.
Oh, I'd be making a phone call on that one.
I think she said they were. Maybe it was like the last time before it all shut down, but I think that's what she said.
Hey,
you're not open. You can't charge me if you're not open.
I'm going to steal so many fucking towels next time I'm in there.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, that's...
I think it's maybe like $11, but still,
But it's still $11.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not like they're taking like $100,
Well, they are for the year.
For the year. That's fine.
I don't do much tanning anymore. Or ever. I guess never been in a tanning bed. Not something
I've been in there maybe like 5 times.
Yeah.
I did one of those, like, before you go on vacation, you want to get like a tan before, like, that way you don't like catch on fire when you go to the beach.
Yeah.
But I always end up still catching on fire, so it's not a big deal. I just kind of quit.
Well, I'd go and I'd go to the tanning booth and I wear a full body suit, and then I just cut out my junk.
Oh, so you want to tan?
So it's pasty white and a really tan tackle.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. I feel like that's the way to go.
That's
like,
a good look.
You're really white. Yeah, that's really, boy, that's nice and tan there.
Man. Good. Too bad, it almost looks like it's highlighted,
Yeah.
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 Like that's what you want to see.
Opposite highlight.
Yeah, that's what they that's what they want. I want you to remember this. That's why you highlight it.
Well, you got to stay hard the whole time too, because it's got to get it all the way around. You can't have the under, you can't have it just laying down, and then you'd have the white on your balls where it's laying. It's just a lot goes into it, man.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Yeah,
you just can't willy nilly this thing. You really got to think it through.
Really got to think it through, but you can't put it's got to be. You'd think you could do like a stand up one, instead of like laying down.
Yeah,
you do a stand
that seems
up
like
one.
A lot of work.
You just stand there.
I know. Why would you stand when you could lay down?
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Kind of. You're not in there as long on the stand up ones because it's supposed to be like more powerful,
healthier.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to really torture your insides.
It cooks you faster on the stand up one. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna, because I don't like the Bengals helmet, I'm gonna do a spray tan. I'm gonna put some tiger stripes on.
Yes.
You can go shirtless down at the, which I'd never go to a game, and not a chest painter either.
I was a face painter once, but I was like,
was ya?
10.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
I was a trick-or-treater once, too. But
I didn't get any candy.
I haven't done that for at least
I got booed at the
3
Brown
years.
Stadium, so 3 years. Yeah, they told me to go away. I could only get away with I got a zucchini as a baby, and they wouldn't believe it. Here's it. It's for her.
She's on solid caramels.
Yeah. They gave me a fucking apple.
You sons of bitches. You put a razor in it?
Yeah.
Remember that? Like, that was always like, hey, you gotta bring this to your parents need to check this for rates. When the fuck has that ever happened? Because I want to know that, because that's always, hey, parents need to check the candy, make sure there's not razors or needles or anything. Needles. And I'm like, who the fuck is doing that?
Who's that fucked up? Like, instead of reaching in the bowl of candy, they reach in the bowl of needles.
That's, it's like, hey, instead of doing that, I mean, just punch my kid in the fucking face.
Exactly.
I mean he'll get over that. Yeah. I mean, he eats a fucking needle. I mean, that's going to cause some problems.
Yeah. Check your candy. Fuck, I've ate all the candy.
But that was always a thing.
I know.
You got to check. Yeah, the parents got to check it. I don't know if that's just something they say so they can steal it.
Yeah.
Which could be.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But it's just, I got to check candy, make sure there's no fucking razor blades in it.
Yeah.
What?
My dad would tell me, like, only one piece a day. Like, I'm like, and then by like the end of the week, it was already bad. Like, we just wasted all this fucking candy.
Why are we even going if I'm not allowed to have it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to help my figure at all or anything. I mean, gosh, I should have just ate the candy. It's fat anyway.
Yeah, damn it.
He tried to teach me.
You said I ate the apple. I had the apple, Dad. I ate the apple and 7 pounds of chocolate. But the apple was eaten.
Uh-huh.
It should have made a difference. Apple. There's always a weird thing, too, of like, first of all, you give me an apple. Just a piece of fruit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't throw this in the bag with all those filthy candy wrappers and stuff of like, if you're going to give me a piece, give me a fucking banana that at least has its own protective coating. They peel out
an
the
orange.
fruit side. An orange. I mean.
Yeah, I never gave the people like a trick or treat who gave me the piece of fruit and like told me to be happy about it. Here you go. Here's an apple. I just look at them with disgust in my face. Like, this is Halloween. Kids go for candy.
Yeah.
And you're giving me an apple. And you're happy about that.
Well, I threw it in her face. Called her a cunt. Hey, you cunt. Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants this.
I mean, my grandma was mad for a couple days, but. What can I say? Gave me an apple.
Trick or treat, bitch. Yeah, I never understood that. Like, and I hate the popcorn balls too. I hate it. You can't bite it. It's easier to bite through an apple than one of those fucking popcorn balls.
It's easier to bite through concrete.
Oh my god! Like, I just didn't they toss it to you, and then it feels like they threw like a brick at you,
like a shot put.
Yeah, you gotta pick this up. It's always gross because it's been sitting for so goddamn long, and then they wrap it in cellophane, and you can't get the cellophane.
Can't get it off.
Can't get it off.
Stuck to the caramel or whatever candy coating that they put on there.
Try to like cut it in half to share it, and you can't. Broke
Nobody
the knife.
wants the other side.
Yeah. God, I hate fucking popcorn balls.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I
hate chocolate covered fruit too.
Yeah, I don't understand why that's I'm okay with just having a strawberry. I don't need chocolate on it because usually
looks gross.
It's a baker's type chocolate. That's it's not great.
It's not great. It's like that almond bark chocolate.
Yeah.
They just for melting only.
Yeah. Fuck you, Sherry's berries.
Fuck you.
Just give me the berry.
Yeah. Like, I like fruit and I like chocolate. I don't eat them together.
No.
I don't eat them.
I want the chocolate. I'll just have a candy bar.
Yeah.
It's way better than your covered fruit. I mean.
Yeah. Like, don't kid yourself that you're eating healthy because you're eating a piece of fruit with chocolate.
I'm eating these, you get a lot of protein out of these peanuts covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, still,
I'm eating trail mix as a snack. You're eating peanuts and M&Ms and that. I don't even think that's peanuts. I think it's fucking caramelized candy.
I'm a big fan of, but I've never been a huge fan of like all the homemade candy. Like I'll eat it because it's candy and I'm fat, but
I get it.
Like my grandma makes a lot of homemade candies and stuff like that. Buckeyes. I'm good with Buckeyes.
Fudge. I'll eat some fudge
because I can't. I only have a couple, like 2 Buckeyes, and then it gets to be a bit too much. Mm-hmm. But like the homemade caramels and stuff,
I'm okay with. Yeah,
it's
I could do
okay,
it.
but
Yeah,
it's like
fudge,
seems
Buckeyes.
like a lot of work when I could just go buy some fucking caramels. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes better from the store. It's not one of those things that it's better homemade.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, these people have been doing this for like 200 fucking years. They got it down. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the same. I mean, like, you make cookies at home. They're okay.
Yeah.
And then you like get like a box from the store and you're like, yeah, these are way fucking better.
It's one of those things of like, when it comes to cookies though, man, I'm really like with just a sugar cookie with icing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good with that.
I hate sweets. I don't usually eat a whole lot of sweets, but if there's a fucking plate of cookies, I might eat all the cookies.
Yeah.
That's like my
That's your gig.
Yeah.
I'm down for, you know what? I had one the other day, like this little Debbie apple pies.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, so phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're great.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not an apple pie guy, but
yeah, okay.
I'm okay with that because they put that sugar coating, I think, on the outside of it.
A glazed apple pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, apple pie is not on is not in my top 5 of pies. No.
There's other kinds. There's 5 pies.
I'm sure there's shit tons of pies, man.
Yeah, I like shepherd's pie.
I don't even know what that is.
I mean, it's like...
Is that a girl you dated in high school?
No, her name wasn't Shepherd. It's like it's like a chicken pot pie but with beef.
Oh, so not a dessert pie.
No, but I said I like it.
It's pot pie. If you're throwing that shit in there, then apple pie's way down the fucking list.
Yeah, I like a good pot pie. You don't know what shepherd's pie is?
No.
Oh, delicious.
I mean, I'm not seasoned veteran like yourself at
eating.
Yeah, I mean, I am, but mostly takeout food.
Oh,
not ordering a lot of shepherd's pies.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I only had it once, and it was at like a kind of more of an upscale place. Or no, it was at an Irish pub because it's an Irish bar food.
Yeah,
they just throw like mashed potatoes on it on top of the pie.
Yeah,
great.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Kind of like that mashed potato bowl stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's I'm a big fan of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, you gonna throw some chicken and corn in these mashed potatoes along with some cheese and gravy?
Yeah.
Done.
For sure. Yeah. Yes. You just made Thanksgiving better.
You like this as a side? No. Just scoop all that shit in a bowl. That's I'm good with that. That's what I like.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're about an hour and a half into this pig. It's about time to get out of here. Call it quits.
Whiteside.